This chaos unfolding in Glendale as the local Board of Education was set to adopt the month of June as Pride Month for its schools.
On the agenda, a resolution designating June as LGBTQ plus Pride Month, something the district has done for the last 4 years.
We gotta take this school down.
Our democracy is under a covert attack from a small but loud group of well-organized, hateful fanatics. Sometimes they're in plain sight.
161 Republicans voted to get rid of the Department of Education.
And sometimes they're hiding in our own backyards.
My name is Jordan Henry.
So I'm on the steps, taking the Capitol building.
May I just stop for
I'm
a
speaking
moment?
now. You're not. No, I'm speaking now.
I
It's
will-
interrupting my time.
Like most right-wing extremists, it didn't take him long to start appearing at board meetings, where he began his aggressive campaign of attacking teachers and school employees.
You hack. You liars.
It's not appropriate to personally attack and denigrate a specific employee.
I'm not personally attacking
Yes, you
anybody.
are, sir.
No, ma'am. I'm not. You, Ingrid, a radical Marxist. You may think that you can't do a goddamn thing about it, but you can. Clearly, you can.
To refrain from personal attacks. So
She
please.
is a government official. She's a government employee. This is not a personal attack. I pay her salary. You can count your educators, quote unquote, with radical Marxist Ingrid, Talia, wrongfully accused Ray and me of being Nazis.
Try to keep it professional.
I've already told you what I'm doing, and I'm making that very clear, and I'm not going to change. I'm here to talk as a parent.
Mr. Henry, you're a parent in Glendale Unified School District?
Yes, I live in Block Crescenta. I have a son who's 2 years old.
Under the guise of being a concerned parent of Glendale, despite not having a child in the Glendale school system. Like other extremists, he first tests the waters to see which talking point will generate the, quote, outrage he desperately needed to push his hateful agenda.
Anti-biased education,
Different pronouns, grooming them,
totalitarian regime,
Marxist radicals, critical race theory,
gender transition, Antifa.
While at the same time, cherry-picking materials, using misleading rhetoric,
Critical race theory practice that you yourselves are practicing.
Critical race theory is not taught in elementary schools or middle schools or high schools. It's a method of examination taught in law school, but cultural warriors are labeling any discussion of race, racism, or discrimination as CRT to try to make it toxic.
then repetitively use trigger words to give the false idea the listener is, quote, hearing this all the time.
Gender transitioning, gender ideology, Marxism, critical race theory, critical race theory.
Why is this happening, though? This is sadly not a new story. Attacks on the freedoms of marginalized groups by extremists under the lie of being, quote, patriots has a long history. It is essential for the extremists to control the narrative by any means. Outrageous lies, personal attacks, and controlling what your children can learn.
Every totalitarian regime does, along with confiscation and mutilation of reality, is confiscation of history and confiscation of culture.
In controlling what children are being taught in schools, they can shape future generations to only know an America where minority groups are criminal, where diversity and inclusion are dirty words. And empathy for our neighbors does not exist, but that is not who we are as Americans. Although right-wing extremists have had some success in bullying and silencing those of us who speak the truth, we will not go away and we will not give up ensuring that our democracy, the true spirit of America, is not hijacked by a small but loud group of hateful cowards